Hey everyone, it's Naomi. I have another book haul today. This is the second book haul this month. I got these books in November, at the end of November, when I saw that Book Outlet was having a 30% off sale. Book Outlet already has like majorly discounted books, so the fact that they were having an additional 30% off of all of that, even though I'm broke right now, I just couldn't not do it. I ended up getting about 8 books, yeah, 8 books for about $35, including shipping. I mean, come on. How is a book lover supposed to resist that, right? And these are all books that I have really been interested in lately, so I was just super excited to actually find them in that sale. First up is The Perfume Garden by Kate Lord Brown. This is about a woman who is well, in this world anyway, London's leading perfumer, and she discovers this house, inherits a house perhaps, in the hills of Spain, I think, and it hasn't been touched in like 70-something years. And so she enters this place, she discovers this kind of long lost garden in the back of it, and that's all I really know about it so far. On the back it says that she is guided by a series of letters and a key bequeathed to her in her mother's will, so she inherited the house, I guess, and then she makes it her mission to restore the beautiful but decaying house to its former glory. And then she ends up uncovering some family secrets, and it's supposed to be a very romantic read. And yeah, I love anything about perfume, as I am a perfumer myself, and so I'm excited to add this to my little shelf of perfume related reads. Next, I got Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. This is book 2 in the Red Rising trilogy. I read Red Rising this summer and really enjoyed it, but I just hadn't picked up the second and third books yet. This is science fiction. If you're not familiar with this story, in the first book, Red Rising, it takes place on a kind of mining colony on Mars, many hundreds of years in the future, and the kind of systems are split up into colors, and so reds are pretty much at the very bottom, and he's a red, and then he goes through some horrible traumatic things and ends up sort of rising through the system in a way, and parts of it reminded me of the Hunger Games, but also quite different, and I'm dying to know what happens in this book. It is on my TBR to read very soon. I probably won't get to it in December, to be honest, but very early next year I'm hoping to get to this. The next book I got is so pretty. I could look at this cover all day. This is called The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi, I think is how you pronounce that. And this has a little blurb by one of my favorite authors, Sarah J. Maas, at the top, so how can you go wrong there? Sarah says, "I was spellbound from the first line, a dazzling, sensuous feast of world-building romance and mythology." This is about a 17-year-old who becomes queen of a kingdom when she's only 17. Her name is Maya, and she is cursed. It says, with a horoscope that promises a marriage of death and destruction, she has earned only the scorn and fear of her father's kingdom. While she is content to follow more scholarly pursuits, her whole world is torn apart when her father, the Raja, arranges a wedding of political convenience to quell outside rebellions. I mean, it kind of sounds like a familiar story in many ways, but I'm always up for that type of story, and this one just looks so intriguing, and I've heard so many good things about this book. Next, I got Trial by Fire and the sequel Firewalker, and these are by Josephine Angelini. These ones have been intriguing me for a while. I've had my eye on them, and so when I saw them on sale, I snapped them up. And it says, worlds collide, magic reigns, love burns. This is about a young girl named, what is her name? Lily Proctor. Lily deals with some life-threatening allergies that makes it hard for her to really live a normal life. After a completely humiliating incident, she ruins her first real party. She is ready to disappear. Well, she gets her wish and she kind of disappears into like an alternate world of the Salem that she's living in. And this world is ruled by powerful women, including Lillian, which is like an alternate version of herself in this alternate world. And there are monsters running loose and all sorts of crazy things. So what makes her weak in her home world makes her really strong in the alternate world. That's really all I know about it so far, but these look absolutely stunning to me, And yeah, I haven't heard too much about these on BookTube, so I will let you know what I think once I read them. The last two books that I picked up are also part of a series. Seeker is the first one in this series by Arwen, Elys, Dayton, and the second one is called Traveler. And I'm not sure if this is a trilogy or if this is a duology. And actually, I just looked it up on Amazon. There are at least 3, I think, in this story. The last one is called Disruptor, and that will come out in February 2017. This is about a young girl named Quinn, and she takes an oath to be a seeker, which is basically like a protector of the light in a dark, shadowy world that she lives in. And so she takes the oath, and she will be fighting, next to her best friend, who she is also in love with. And then things kind of go wrong the night that she takes the oath, I guess. I have read that people who loved the Divergent series or the Hunger Games series will definitely like these, and I enjoyed both of those, so I'm excited to give these a try. And the covers are really cool. They have like these, I don't know if you can see that, kind of holographic look on the illustrations. More so on the first one. And actually, I thought that was all of them, but I almost forgot. I also picked up a nonfiction book, which is called Wildflower by Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore is one of my favorite celebrities, I guess you could say. I have always enjoyed her in all the movies that she's done, and just from what I can see of her on social media and such, I really like her as a person too. She created a really cool company, and she's a very entrepreneurial and inspiring woman. So I was excited to pick up her new memoir, and I just love this fun, fresh, kind of like feminine floral cover. And here's the back of it. I just wanted to know more about her and her life, and yeah, she seems like a really interesting person to read about. So that is all for this book haul. I can't believe I got all those books from Book Outlet for like $35. I think it's amazing. I will leave a link down below to Book Outlet if you are unfamiliar or if you want to check it out and get some books on sale. Typically you'll find books anywhere from like $2 to $5 on this site. They have major markdowns, and a lot of them will have like a little remainder mark that they put on there, but if you don't mind having a little dot on your books, then they really have great prices. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you want to see more of my videos, then make sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comments below if you have read any of these or are excited to read any of these, or if you splurged and bought a bunch of books on the major sale weekend. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!